from the interviews, we knew that the sailors, they wanted to get information about conditions, the water and the temperature and wind. But also the very important thing was that it was like the social point, like the people were meeting on the coast, and this was like a social activity. So we based our idea on this concept, like that maybe through showing that the place is alive and that the people comes there and they use it. There will be like, it will promote the place, and then maybe the infrastructure also will later develop. So the main idea was to like visualize the data about who is using in this moment the harbor. So we wanted to somehow to show the amount of sailors and the people who hang out on the coast through some LCD screen, or also we thought about two things. It's important. The one thing is the device which is on the structure on the coast, and the other part is the website, which is like showing the same thing which is on the device, but also it's showing how it's changing with the time, like how the harbor is living and how how it is used. So you can really see. We also wanted to like connect the people which are not there, which are not on the harbor, with the ones who are really like sailing and using. That you can see if it's like worth to go, or if you will meet a lot of people. Also by saying how much people are sailing, you can say if the conditions are good, if the wind is good, because you see that there's a lot of people, so probably yes. So this is the basic idea.
And I think we approach this a little bit differently. Instead of thinking of a new solution, the kind of beautiful thing about this idea is it's a fairly simple data visualization on an LED screen. So it's quite modular. So the idea that that single kind of translation of information could then be repeated. So it could find its way into other infrastructure, like in the metro, for example, or embedded in a sidewalk, or embedded in somebody's home, so that the information becomes more like an aesthetic evaluation of space or of people using it, and it could have other sorts of input as well. So this was sailor specific, but this idea that you're wanting to bring people to one area that, in this case, is waterfront. Other kinds of data can grow that visualization. So the idea of modularity, instead of doing something new, I guess, just growing that basic idea.
It would be kind of a graph, right?
Yeah, kind of a visual graph. Yeah.
That would be nice if people could, work on it themselves and put in data on themselves.
Right. Yeah.
Because the idea was that on the coast you have this device which has like the screen or the lights or something, which this let's say screen is showing the dots, and the dots are the people, the sailors, and they are brighter because they stay longer on the water, and they also show how the activity looks like. But also that there are buttons, so I mean that you participate in creating the data, because you come to the shore as a sailor, and before you go to sail, you push the button that you're sailing.
Yeah, that's what
sorry,
you asked actually, how you get in. How do you check in? Check out.
So you check in and then you check out when you go out. And the same would happen with the people who just hang out. So you create this data. And then actually you had the idea that it can be the people who hang out, that can be all the other stakeholders in the
fishermen.
Everyone can have their set of data in a similar way.
So you could say, critically, we were discussing also if we're to make this representation, which is not a number, then we need to make some kind of validation of what is a big number. So how many pixels or diodes, LEDs, do we need to make room for? So if we make room for 1,000 visitors and we maybe only have 50 visitors, sailors a day, this will appear to be not very many. But if there are only 100 LEDs, it will appear as if there were many people on the harbor that day. So it's difficult to avoid an element of what you say, the subjectivity, to be quite clear when we design this.
But I mean, you can research the harbor more, if you have more time, you can research the harbor first, and then based on these figures, you can start.
Or find a way to give the community the means to decide what's allowed and what's not allowed. Because I think one of the beautiful things is the openness in terms of like transferring it to other contexts. So you have this data, but it's up to the users to decide if to do the meaning. Because in the harbor, it could mean there's a lot of sailors, so it's good conditions. In the metro, it could mean that I'm going to rather take the next one.